With PXG versus FC Barca about to end in a 3-0 deficit, let's talk about what should be the most entertaining Bluelock Neo Eagles match in my opinion. Ubers versus Manshine City. A match that may be overlooked just because of Bastard Merchant and PXG coming right after it, but this match should be entertaining. It has a rivalry that is not talked about as much as Ren versus Isagi or Kunigami and Chio, which is Nagi versus Barrow. Coming straight from chapter 8 of episode Nagi, in match 8 ironically, and this match is happening as match 8 for Italy versus England. So the 8s are all there, and my birthday is March 8th, so all the 8s are really linking up together. So I don't think it's a coincidence that this matchup is happening at match 8. Anyway, let's get into the matchups first. Now, this was the first opponent that actually made Nagi care. Like, this was Nagi's first real opposition, because in episode Nagi, they destroyed Nico's team and they destroyed the Raninama brothers as soon as Nagi, Santetsu, and Ryo started playing like a damn team. But Barrow made Nagi care and make a destructive play, one of his best goals in all of Bluelock, which was the back heel trap, and then he grabbed Barrow and scored right in front of him to end Team X's hopes of qualifying to the next round, leaving only Barrow to survive in his team. Right now, Nagi is back in square one of not caring about soccer. Like, I mean, he's trying, and it's not as bad as the beginning of episode Nagi, but you could tell that he's regressed. Going down 45 million yen is insane, or 43, I forget how much. But yeah, he went down a lot. So Bao is going to be the right person to pick him up, because he always manages to piss off Nagi, either teaming up with him or against him. So I think Nagi will definitely pop off because of Bao, but Bao would definitely want to finally put an end to Nagi, as Bao has sought revenge and wants to even the score. As of right now, it's 2-1. Because Bao did get a win against him in the first selection. Meanwhile, Nagi did beat him in the second selection as well as the first selection phases. But it will be a battle of goal scorers here for sure. Both of them will score like at least 2 goals each, or Nagi might get one depending on the outcome of this match. Speaking of goals, the only way Nagi can score goals is if he gets through IQ, which is probably going to be the defender who's going to be locking him down throughout the whole game, because IQ and Neo, who is now on Nagi's team, did an excellent job of trapping down Nagi, except for the one play he did get to score. And I believe IQ's abilities meets the aerial abilities of Nagi's trapping possession, so IQ should be able to like resist all of Nagi's traps, unless he does something like they pass it to him and then Nagi does the trap X, because you remember when Nagi did his King Killer against Barrow, where they were both running for the ball and then Nagi trapped it and then did another trap. If he can do something like that against IQ, I could see him definitely getting an edge over IQ. But this would definitely be a hard match for Nagi to win, because IQ is a really good defender and he's really physically strong. But the only thing IQ loses to him now is strength, because all of Manshine City got significantly physically stronger. So I could see Nagi being able to physically just force his way through IQ. So it isn't going to be as bad as a problem as it was in the U20 match. Now the last matchup I'll see Nagi having, because I can see Nagi having a better time with IQ, is Nagi versus Nico. This is only because Nico does a very good job of helping out the center backs. Like when they all stormed Isagi, which I can see them doing on Nagi, he would definitely be the one to sweep. So whenever IQ is trapping Nagi, I can see Nico just swiping the ball away from him. So it'll be Nagi having to find ways to destroy and survive Nico, which leads into his partner Mikage Reo. just like Nagi, Rayo is the one who mainly led the charge of destroying Nico, and he always saw through Nico's plays in the first match on their stratum for Bluelock. And this is a battle between the CDMs, and this is mainly going to occur when Rayo needs to help out Nagi, because Nagi will be getting jumped a lot in this game. And Nagi will be really put pressured on, so Rayo will just be trying to relieve him and making plays. And it will just be a back and forth battle of these two trying to like get the opposition, their strikers going between Barrow and Nagi. These two will be trying to get their strikers going. So whoever can do a better job against each other would win. I could see Rayo also trying to copy Metavision from Nico, because Nico's going to try and expand on this Metavision. I doubt Nico's going to insanely increase it because he doesn't have Isagi to copy. But I do think Rayo will steal it from him. I do believe, I don't remember if he stole it from Isagi. He stole some level of it when he had the Metavision eyes in him. So Rayo does have the capacity to steal Metavision, which is very scary. So if he steals Nico's Metavision or uses the one he had against Isagi, it's pretty much game over. And with more experience and better experience with spatial awareness, thanks to copying Sei, Rin, Isagi, and other types of abilities, he probably has a better eye than Nico. But Nico has an insanely good eye. I just think Rayo's experience would get him the win against Nico. This matchup is actually pretty close, because if Rayo's able to copy 99% of IQ's Snake Leap, or whatever you want to call it, the God Snake ability, that means Rayo should have a pretty good aerial ability. Enhanced with the training of Chris Prince, this man is a beast compared to IQ. And if he doesn't steal Metavision from Nico, he's stealing it from IQ for sure. With Barrow being cocky now, I could see Rayo, Raninama, and Neo all doing like tricks to like get the ball off of him, because Barrow's a non-passer. So if Barrow's gonna go back to his non-passing ways, I could see Rayo setting up a lot of traps for Barrow and making his life a living hell. And another thing is, if Rayo analyzes the way Barrow shoots and sees Barrow's first goal and analyzes it really well, which I highly doubt, but there's a chance he could copy Predator Eye or Goal Hunter, whatever you want to call it, which would give Rayo insane shooting IQ and shooting perception. And since he has the knack to copy even Metavision, this shouldn't be a problem for him. The only problem being that his ego isn't as insane as Bao or Kaiser or even Shido. So that would be a problem. Here's going to be the most underutilized matchup in the whole game, which is Ryu versus Agi. I got this thanks to Ace Lock himself, thanks for that. He basically explained that Agi is the guy with the long limbs and has like insane flexibility skills, which I did have to reread the Manshine City versus Bastard Mission game to understand. Like he was able to reach her past that Nagi sent, and only he himself could reach it. So that gives his praise to his flexibility skills. And Ryu is all about those long limbs. So these long limb body guys are gonna definitely go at each other for sure. Now this matchup is gonna just depend on Agi's value. He could have a value above 100 mil because he is already a forward and has gotten screen time compared to most of these fodder under 20 men who were already on the team before the Bluelockers. So that means his value could be high, just like Kaiser's is insanely high. I doubt it will be insanely high, like because he's not a new gen, but if it is, Lorenzo will definitely be after him because he is the ace eater himself. In terms of long limbs, on the ground, Ryu should technically be the only one of the only two to be able to keep up with Chigiri, because his long limbs will allow him to run not nearly, but be one of the only two on the whole Uber's team to have a chance of keeping up with Chigiri. And due to him having a crush on Chigiri's glamorous hair, I could see him trying to have one matchup just to get a 1v1 time special with Chigiri. No homo! And in any case Ryu has trouble, Lorenzo is that guy. Lorenzo is the ace heater, and I'm pretty sure Chigiri should have a higher value, if not tied with Aggie, because I doubt Aggie would be 100 mil, but at the same time, I doubt he would be like 20 mil. I think he's around 50 mil or something like that. So I think Don Lorenzo going after Chigiri would make sense if he's going after the highest bidded blue locker, since he is above Nagy currently right now. And even if he goes against Nagy, I just don't see Nagy doing well against Don Lorenzo, because if he's able to stop Kaiser Impact, Nagy should be no problem for him. But in terms of Chigiri, this is interesting because Chigiri is faster than Kaiser for sure, which means he should be able to get to his 44 point insanely fast. But the thing is, can Lorenzo stop the 44 Panther Golden Zone shot? That will be the key to if Chigiri scores in this game or not. And yeah, this is actually the final matchup I did have among the main matchups. Now let's go into the goal predictions. Now I actually have Manshine City taking the lead thanks to a goal by Chigiri. I think Chigiri is just going to be able to score easily against them. But if not, I could see actually Rail being the one to open the goal scoring for Manshine City if it isn't Chigiri, because I could see him like doing like a gyro full shot or something like that. Like, if Chigiri scores, it's because it's the first impact of the game. But if Uber start, I could see it definitely being Rail scoring first. So it depends. I do not see Nagy starting off the game with scoring, as I feel like they're going to put pressure mainly on Nagy with the random players all jumping him. And this game, they're going to play every blue locker for Uber, so keep that in mind. So they're definitely going to have like a lot of tall people, because a lot of people on the bench for Ubers is very tall. So Nagy going to be able to do his thing, will not come in early. Nagy will not have an easy time in this game. But I think Rail will be able to definitely fool a lot of them, because he's an all-rounder, and him and Chigiri could form up a plan to cook. For the first goal for Ubers, give me Barrow immediately. I'm gonna see Ubers just react immediately. Barrow will not hug that goal, and I'll get him immediately aggravated, and he's gonna score. And he's not just gonna score one goal; he's gonna score back-to-back goals, as I believe Manshine City's gonna have that same thing with Barcha, where when they scored and Karasu got the steal, but it'll probably be Nico leading to an instant barrel killer, as I believe they'll just try to get Manshine City before they actually set up. So for the second goal, I believe Nagy will finally wake the hell up. He's gonna score a big time shot, and it cannot be a miracle goal, but it has to be an insane flex, because this Uber's team is defensive gods. So that means Nagy's trapping skills will have to reach a whole new level. He will need to be creative on his own. He will have to be the one to have to figure out how the hell he's going to score against these monsters. And it will be a sight to see for sure. If they don't put it in the Bluelock chapter 240 something, they definitely have to do this in Bluelock episode 90. And it will be a sight to freaking see. Next, I definitely have to see, because I talked about the 8 numbers being a coincidence of how Bluelock episode Nagy chapter 8 had Nagy versus Barrow, and it was the 8th match in this stratum, the 5th stratums, and it's match 8 here. But if we look at the record, Nagy beat Barrow in that game. He beat him in the second selection, and he did score more goals than him in the second selection and the first selection. Actually, I don't want to push my luck with the first selection, because we didn't see how many goals Barrow did score. And Barrow probably did score more, because Barrow likes scoring goals compared to Nagy. And then they both had one apiece in the under 20 game. But what gives me hope for Barrow is because he did score and beat Nagy in the third selection match, with Nagy finally having a bad team and Barrow finally having a good team. And I think that is the symbolism. If Barrow has a good team around him, he will win. But if he has a bad team around him, he's gonna lose, because Barrow does not bring team unity. He is when he is just a goal scorer. He will always score a goal with a good team or a bad team. But the thing is, he cannot uplift a bad team to win unless the other team is average or like bad themselves. And with Nagy not having an insanely good team like in the third selection, I could see Bao winning this. I would see Bao scoring a hat trick to finish off Nagy. I do not think Nagy's awakening will be enough to surpass Bao. I think it will leave him hungry for the FC Barca match, but I do not think it will be enough for Bao because this Uber's team is insanely strong, and Bao with an insanely strong team is nearly unstoppable. And I do not see him losing a second game in a row. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Have a good one. Peace out. Happy holidays, guys. December 15th, what a great day. Jump Festa's coming soon too. Soon.